It's the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Welcome, podcasters. Enjoy the show coming up. I think you're going to be very impressed with a deep dive into the 5 top dentists of all time. You don't get this hot content anywhere else.
Have you got Dennis Lilly in there?
Well, keep listening and find out.
Well, you better. And Sam, did you laugh today? Are you any chance of ever laughing? You haven't laughed for a long time now.
Spoiler alert. Is it all right to say I didn't laugh during Jokes Aren't Funny, but doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to it. Like
Absolutely.
There was some great callers, there was some great jokes, and just this kind of didn't get the
You
result.
got a
that
black
they want.
heart.
Listen,
Well, I do.
something for the dildo lovers. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, who doesn't love it? Oh, sorry.
Take it easy.
Sorry, Mum might be
Take
listening
it
to this
easy.
So
podcast.
what about these names? Helliar, Anderson, what else do you want? Do you know
Big
what I mean?
names.
Seriously.
Big names.
Enjoy
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
the podcast.
Morning, Melbourne. Welcome to your Wednesday. Welcome to the microphone, Jonathan Brown and Dean.
Hey.
Good morning. We
say,
survived. We
I'm
survived.
very excited
Yes.
to see you both here because whenever my friends go on a chopper, there's just an underlying anxiety.
Yes.
So when I saw Dino posting that he was alive and well last night on Instagram,
Yeah, yesterday we went up to our Cathedral
thrilled.
Golf Club, Swanee, which is up towards Lake Eildon. Mm-hmm. We went up there on a chopper.
yeah.
That's the way me and Dino like
3
to roll.
choppers, John. Please be accurate.
Unbelievable footage, by the way. If you follow Dean on Insta, Dean on Air, it was
Yeah.
awesome. It looked like the opening credits of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, because you were
Thought of
filming from one chopper
Yes.
to another chopper.
I was in Kermit. I was in the good one, the quick one, but mine was green. I was like
Yeah.
a green frog, and mine was a V8. So we were passing the other boys.
Yes, they were passing
Of
us.
course they
Swanee.
were.
And,
But
They looked like the other chopper. Looked like yours was going backwards.
yeah.
Because we were going, mate, it was really weird. You're looking at it going, hang on a minute. He's going backwards. He's going back to Cathedral to play golf to finish off his round.
We got to the chopper joint and I straight up picked the black one, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I learnt while we were in the air it was the slow one, but it was the most luxurious one.
Well, that's the best. It doesn't matter how you get. It
was-
doesn't matter how quickly you get there, as long as you're comfortable.
It was the flashiest one.
Correct.
Well done to the pilots, too. Some nervous moments when we
shit.
pulled up to the golf club and low-lying fog. And you're going, shit, what are we doing here? And they go, oh, that's right. We'll hook around and we'll find a little window to fly down the valley
my God.
through the fog. I'm going, really? Are we doing this, are we?
I would have
Like, I
needed
know me and Dino were joking, but,
Yeah.
you know, you didn't have to scare the shit out of us entirely. Anyway.
I was smiling, but inside, not
Oh,
smiling.
yeah.
it was
That's
sort
not
of-
good news. Wasn't the weather gorgeous yesterday? It's
It was
going to be
beautiful.
another beautiful day
It is.
today,
Get
so
out there.
enjoy it while it lasts.
Unbelievable.
Righto, let's get to it.
Big show. Helliar's coming in. Wil Anderson's on the show.
Wow.
Jokes Aren't Funny's back, and in my waters, I feel like the Mitsubishi Mirage will go off.
Oh, gosh, I hope so.
I don't think it will.
Okay, Chrissy's got the top 5 dentists. Mm-hmm. And if you think you've got one that should make the top 5, and we're talking dentists of the world,
Always call, because
Always.
there's not that many around.
13, 24, 10.
There's one on there you won't be expecting.
Really?
Let's put it that way.
Jeez. Next, Jonathan's going to talk about emergency birth at a concert.
Yes.
Which I'm all for.
Wow.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Ever felt like a holiday after your holiday?
Oh, yeah. Plan your getaway now and make up for missed holidays with whatif.com.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable, so you can book with confidence.
Booking cancellation, windows apply. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Good morning, Melbourne. It's it's Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100.
Dino, tee up the Metallica music. There's one there for you.
Oh, baby.
'Cause I'm taking you over to Brazil.
What a song. Take my hand. Where to? Lost and never left.
I'm driving to the footy having this on the car stereo.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So I'm going to kick 10 today.
Punch Josh Carr today.
Yeah, yes. Left, right, left, right.
Geez, you're looking strong, Brownie.
thanks,
He's got
Christine.
his guns out today. Look at that.
Hey,
Whoa!
guns.
Geez, you haven't lost your what do you call it, physique.
He has, though, but...
Little bit.
He has.
I've lost my shoulders, but anyway, the human Galliano bottle. Anyway, let's
Doesn't
move on.
look like it from here.
Let's move on to the... Geez, you're very kind today, Christine. It's very good for the ego. I'm going to take you over to Couto Pereira Stadium in Brazil, which holds upwards of 70,000 people.
That's a biggie.
It's in the south of Brazil, Christine Swan. There's a Metallica gig on. Now, this young lady named Jorge Figueira.
A lady called Jorge.
Yeah, or Jorge.
How do you spell it?
Juice. Joice.
J-O-I-C.
Sort of like Juice. Joyce. Yeah, Joyce or Jorge. You know, they got...
Jorge is a man's name. It's George.
Yeah, what would you say that? You have a go at it, the bottom name.
The bottom name. Let me have a look.
And what's the spelling again?
Joyce.
We're going to go with Joyce.
Joyce. Yeah.
Right, we're going to go with Joyce.
It's probably
Beautiful.
Joache or something, but let's just
Joache.
go with Joyce.
Joyce was 39 weeks pregnant. She bought the tickets 3 years ago. So she ain't missing. She wasn't missing Metallica after 2 years of COVID, Swanee.
No.
Even though she was 39 weeks in.
And she would never have known when she bought the tickets that she would be with child.
Absolutely not. Well, when the set started, contraction started. How good. And she's rocking. She's thinking, that's all right. I'll get through the concert.
Yeah.
And then I'll go off and have my baby in hospital.
Yeah,
where you
'cause
normally
it
have
doesn't
babies.
come that quickly, does it?
No, but I'll tell you what. When Lars and, what's his name, James, stepped up to the plate with Enter Sandman. Bang! Oh, Joyce.
Exit life, absolutely.
Exit life. Don't worry about that.
Exit Joyce's vagina.
So little Luan popped his head out.
Out he comes.
Out he come, bang, out onto the floor. She delivered him. Luan Figuera was born during Enter Sandman at the Metallica concert. Now, how cool is that for a
It
story?
seems like a missed opportunity for another Lars to be born into the world.
Well,
You called him Lars.
Well, you know what, Swanee? She was going to call him James Ulrich.
Yes.
But she changed her mind. She thought better of it after a couple of days of getting into hospital and just thinking about it. So maybe that's not a very Brazilian name.
No.
So she went with Luan Figueiro. And Luan was born. So he's got a great story for years to tell, Swanee. 13, 24, 10. We're going to go to the emergency room here.
Weird places you were born.
Weird place you were born.
Magical. I love this.
Emergency births. 13, 24, 10. See if you can top Joyce's story where she delivered little Luhan during Enter Sandman and Metallica concert.
Love it.
Call us.
We've got some interesting birth stories here. Zane, how are you?
Oh, I'm good, thanks, Johnny. How are you?
What's your story, mate?
Well, I work for 000, answering ambulance calls and taking a couple of strange ones over the time.
Wow.
One was out the front of the Melbourne Zoo. So I had Dad on the phone with Mum going into labour. Crew got there just as she started delivering, so they delivered that little baby.
So how long ago do you have to talk her through that?
Yeah, we give instructions out over the line for whoever calls up. So it could be Dad, could be Mum herself, could be a bystander, as was my other one where I had a Woolworths checkout. Doing a bit of shopping, and part of our instructions are to remove all clothing below their waist, which was not well received at a Woolworths checkout.
No, it would not have been.
Having said that, that's how I generally do my shopping.
Yeah, very good.
Naked from the waist
So
down.
she gave birth at the Woolworths.
She did.
Yes.
Zane, you must have so many stories. We're going to grab your phone number.
$250 what if voucher, my man. Book a hotel, flight, surfboard, and snorkel all before you can say brekkie buffet.
Yes.
What if is Aussie for travel?
What is a brekkie buffet?
Why? Oh, yeah, I love a brekkie buffet. Now, Simone, you were on the factory floor. You were part of this bizarre birth.
Yes. The morning I had our first child, I was married. I was in full labour, as I said I do. I had a 10th machine.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. During the ceremony, you were in labour?
Yes, I was.
Simone. I hope you weren't wearing a white dress.
Hey-oh.
No, it was off-white.
Nice. It's off-white at the end of it.
It was like any good woman. I was just, let's just crack on and do it. I'm not going to give him any excuses to get out of it, and I wanted to be wed locked before the child was born. And 3:00 we said I do, and I said, okay, it's time to go to the hospital now. And we had our daughter shortly after.
That
Really?
is unbelievable.
That's a good honeymoon.
A few days in hospital, nothing like it.
Insane, mate.
Did your husband stay up in hospital that night with a just married sign above your bed?
Oh, he was pretty proud to say, we're here on our honeymoon. Can we get, the VIP suite?
Of course.
And then, he fell asleep pretty soon after.
As all fathers do. Yeah, a tough day for the father.
Ever wanted to offer the team some direct feedback? Well, you can. Shoot us an email at breakfast@nova100.com.au to be part of Chrissie, Sam and Brownie's mailbag.
Hey, what are you doing? It's Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100.
My name is Ossie Ginsberg. Melbourne. This is Chrissie, Sam and Brownie Ideal.
Yes, this is a fantastic competition where we're given a word of a song and we have to think of a song that's got that word in it. Jonathan Brown's brain melts down.
He's having a stroke. Call an ambulance.
There you go. I'm ready.
I already love it.
It's part of my warm-up routine.
Bob, did you hear that, Bob?
Oh, my Lord. That was hilarious. Good morning.
Oh, Bob, if only you could have seen it. I could not take my eyes. You will vouch. I could not take my eyes off you for that entire warm-up.
Now, I believe, Barb, I'd be jumping out of a birthday cake for you today, nude.
Oh, yes, please.
Much like a scene from Under Siege.
What are you doing for your birthday, Barb?
I'm actually on the way to the airport to pick up my sister from New Zealand.
Oh, my God.
Exciting.
You are going to be three sheets to the wind by 8:30 a.m.
Yeah, have fun, Bob.
Good on you, Barb.
You could win something huge if Swanee wins for you. Amy, Brownie is your singer.
Yes, absolutely. How are you, Ames? You good?
Good, thank you. How are you?
You good. You'll be better in about 3 or 4 minutes when I destroy Christine Swan. Let's go.
So our name's buzzers, Jackie. All right, names are buzzers. Buzzer check real quick.
Check it out.
Well, very good. Now the robot's going to spit out a word. As soon as you buzz in, make sure you sing straight away.
Good for you.
Juggernaut.
Jonathan.
Chrissie, he hasn't got one.
He's out.
I could be so good for you. I'm gonna love you. I
like that
love
song.
you like you want me to. That may appear after 8 o'clock or before 8 o'clock in my best 5 top Dennises.
Oh, looking forward to that. That's a little sizzle.
Jonathan, do you think you should buzz in without an answer?
Is that a good way to do it? Did you see? He just says his
Hold.
Sorry?
What was that?
Oh, you're not listening. You
No, we did. It
quit.
says
No, we're
hold.
talking over it. Go.
Hold.
Hold on for one more day.
Is it hold?
Hold on for one more day.
Yeah,
I
that's it.
know that there is pain.
Yes.
But you hold on for one more day and you break free from the chains.
A bit wrong with that. You didn't
Hold
buzz
on
in.
for one more day. Juggernaut.
It's like
There you go.
wrangling toddlers.
Post.
We'll give you the point anyway. Well
He
done.
earned that.
One
Bloody hell, I
apiece.
thought you-
Wilson Phillips.
Remember Wilson Phillips when coming back from that lunch in Dino's car, coming back to work when we were watching Coming to America at the cinemas, and we just had the windows down. In this, what car do you drive?
Swift,
Suzuki
baby.
Swift.
Come on. In the bus lane.
Come on.
Love.
Love. Chrissie.
Jonathan buzzed in first.
Oh, he doesn't have
We
the
know.
answer.
Houston,
No, you're out, brother.
what's happened to me?
Free hits
Where
one.
is it?
Love will tear us apart again. Love. That's on my playlist. I walk to that every day.
What was the Whitney Houston song I was thinking?
I will always love you.
I will always love you.
Yeah, I forget
Greatest
that.
love of all. The
2-1 this one.
greatest love of all.
All right, shut up. Here we go.
Nothing.
Chrissie.
Swanee!
Nothing compares to you.
And I believe that means...
Bob, you are the winner. Bob.
Well done, Babs.
Chrissy, thank you.
We're going to load you up because not only have you won that competition, it's also your birthday.
It is.
So we're going to give you
yes.
6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate that you're going to drink every last drop of with your beautiful sister.
Thank you.
Enjoy authentic Italian cuisine paired with the perfect drop at Zonzo Estate in the heart of the Yarra Valley. That's the plug. I have to do that so I can give it to you for free. And also
Beautiful.
a $200 make-out meals voucher.
Right.
You're going to love this. Make-out Meals
Beautiful.
delivers meal kits with recipes by top restaurants like Entrecote, Mamacita, Easy Peasy, and more. So that's a beautiful boozy dinner for you and your sister on your birthday.
Thank you so much, guys. That's fantastic.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Chrissy's walking miracles. Where did she walk to?
I had a gorgeous walk yesterday, a very special one because the weather was surprisingly good. I walked all over Ballarat on the weekend and it was cold. It was lovely in its own way. But there's something lovely about the dappled autumn weather. That
Autumn's
is
the best 'cause there's no wind.
Beautiful.
Very little wind, Swanee, compared to spring.
Is that true?
Absolutely, it's fantastic. And we would know that because obviously you spend a bit of time on the golf course, Swanee.
Yeah.
But I like the Christmas, but you get the fresh air with no wind.
Well, that's good to know.
There you go.
That was certainly how it was yesterday. It got hot. I had to take 2 layers off. But whenever I leave the house, I always experience a miracle. And yesterday, everything went my way for this miracle. I was walking up Glenferrie Road past the library, and at the moment, normally I walk with my headphones in, the wireless ones, but I've lost them. I just can't believe I've lost them. But that was sort of good too, because I just was in the world, listening.
Took in your environment.
Yeah. And if I'd had my headphones in, I wouldn't have heard, Mum, oi, Mum, oi. And I'm like, looking around, I go, my God, I can hear Leo.
Yes.
That is my son. What is this? Is he in trouble? Are these angels?
Yeah, or a mafia hitman.
Telling me, yeah.
Oi,
and
Mum.
I'm looking around and I can't see anyone. And I'm like, that was weird. I'd clearly heard Leo. So I keep on walking, powering along Glenferrie Road, and I hear it again. Oi, Mum! And I look up, and out of the tram that's going towards Glenferrie Station, my son has opened the top window and is hanging out.
Yes.
Going, hey, Mum! And I was so happy to see him. I go, oh, my God! Hello! I go, how was your day? He goes, yeah, it was good. And I go, get off and walk home with me.
Yeah.
And he goes, nah.
No way.
Too far. So he went on his merry way and caught the train home. I beat him home, of course. When he came home, I was like, that was such a thrill to see you on the tram. That's my walking miracle.
Yes, absolutely. See
I
one of
just
your
love
kids.
seeing him in the wild, and he was so happy to see me. And I said to him, how did it happen? And he goes, I was just sitting on the tram and my friend Luba's elbowed me and he said, oi, Leo, there's your mum.
And I was like, Luba's, it is my mum.
Luba's it is. I'm going to say hello to her.
His name Luba.
Luba's. Oi, Leo,
gotta meet
there's
this
your
Lubas.
mum.
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
What a day to be alive. What a time to be alive. I've just made a cup of tea. And my view has changed from an empty seat to the magnificent visage of my friend, Sam Powell.
I wouldn't describe it as magnificent, but it's wonderful to see you all. I got out of bed like lethargic this morning, and then half an hour in here, I talked to people, and I'm up and
things
about.
You're up and about too because Dino and myself, we made it home safely.
Thank God.
Chrissie and I were very, very concerned yesterday.
I was. I kept on checking Instagram for either breaking news or previous playing match.
You're playing the match theme.
Every time he talks about it, he just subtly plays the match theme. And I was very thrilled to see that you were indeed still alive, Dino.
I think privately, though, Sam may have been just wishing and hoping that, the alternative of going down.
No, I just, well, it was...
Jonathan's regard for you.
It was in play. It was as in a jokey manner. But when you go up in the sky, it's pretty weird. You're in the sky and there's just a little bit of metal between you and, falling to your death.
I just love how relatable the whole thing is.
Yeah,
Two men getting a chopper to play golf.
3 choppers we had.
Reckon you've lost touch at all, Dino? There?
Yeah, a little bit.
You've come a long way from the mines in
Queriding. Show some respect.
Whatever.
How do you reckon I felt when I received this message from Sam just as I was boarding the helicopter and I couldn't answer the phone?
Go away.
Hi, Brownie. It's Sam. I'm just wishing you all the best for your golf trip today. Also, if the chopper goes down, can I have the Hilux? All right, mate, all the best.
Fair question.
All right, mate, all the best.
But why didn't you ask Dino for his 7,000-year-old Suzuki Swift?
Well...
Hey, Dino, it's Sam. Just ringing to wish you all the best for your golfing odyssey with Brownie today. Also, if the chopper goes down, just letting you know, I don't want the twist.
All right, listen. Anyway, you're back. We made it back and everything's
that's
good.
fantastic.
I just want these things. These things need to be clear because otherwise it ends up in court.
Yes.
I end up with a shit box.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Hey, does Panga want the Swift? Anyone in your family?
No, donate it to Hobson's Bay Council. They'll sink it and the fishes can swim around in it. It's a good reef.
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, Mr. Fuji's here.
How about some tropical stuff?
Listen, I just want to start off, come in hot, sense of the day. Here it is.
Yeah.
All right.
According to a new YouGov poll, Josh Frydenberg is poised to lose the seat of Kooyong.
I saw.
Can you believe that?
Mon Ryan set to swoop in.
Yes. The teal
She
movement.
absolutely eviscerated him in a debate.
Trailing Monique Ryan by 43 to 47, according to this poll, on a two-party preferred basis. But do you know that
I
seat?
didn't think that would happen.
Well, it's the seat of Kooyong, right? Mm. You know who's held that?
Andrew Peacock.
Menzies.
Yeah, like it
Menzies?
is as liberal as you get.
Was Menzies Kooyong? I didn't realise.
Absolutely. From 1922 to 1994, there was only 3 members, 2 of which were Menzies and Peacock. So if your boy Josh went down, whoa.
Geez.
That's
Does
a
this
big-
say
big upset.
people are willing to listen to politics rather than just vote for their team?
Oh, listen, Lee Sales.
I just want to know.
No, I think so. I think that's
think it
exactly
is.
what's happening, particularly in Kooyong, where those voters would have been considered to be rusted on.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
No.
I
I'm
don't
in
understand.
Kooyong.
I don't understand.
You're in Kooyong.
Absolutely. I don't quite understand preferences, the way all preferences work
I
as well.
agree.
Because, Frydenberg will get the most votes. But there's a fair chance he'll get knocked off, though, because you have to include preferences. But I don't think anyone really understands the way that works.
I don't.
Yeah.
This is a bit not a lot of fun here, Jonathan. But you work with the man, so it's very topical. But Heretier Lumumba has shared leaked audio of a meeting with Nathan Buckley back in 2014. Audio which comes from this was Lumumba's final year at Collingwood was posted to Twitter, and then Bucks responded. It's very salacious. It's very sad, by the way, that these two men it's come to this. But this is some of the audio from Heretier Lumumba and Nathan Buckley. But first I think it's Lumumba.
I was instructed from what happened with Eddie. I was instructed. I was told that, you can make a comment. I was told that. And when I did, I was ostracised for that.
Jeez.
So this is all on the back of the Eddie Maguire and the Adam Good situation. Heretier Lumumba.
After Eddie's comments on Triple M on that breakfast. Yep.
About King Kong and all that sort of stuff, and Heretier Lumumba. I think we all know the story, but he got ostracised, and then since then, in 2014, 2022 now, I think it's gone on and on and on, and both parties feel...
So Heretier made a comment after the incident, which Eddie Maguire had on his gaff on air. I think Harry was walking into training, was asked by the media, and he made a comment that maybe from people within the club was viewed upon dimly, in the way that maybe didn't show as much public support for Eddie as the footy club would have hoped.
Well, that's where I think in the next clip...
which is fair enough.
Nathan Buckley goes on to say that he threw him under the bus, I think.
We have to be aligned to one another and stand side by side. If we're going to be a football club... You threw him under the bus, right? I didn't throw him under, and we can't go through that again. I've gone through this whole year, and this is part of my issue, because you still believe that. And that's what hurts me so much, Bucks. And I know you've carried it this whole time.
That's distressing shit.
It is, isn't it? So that was on Twitter last night, and then Nathan Buckley responded too, saying that Heretier, I offer you the opportunity to put a full and uncut version of our conversation on the record. And what can you say?
Well, that's fair enough. It's a hard one, isn't it? All I can say is, from my observations of Bucks, and without knowing what happened internally, he seems very contrite about his role in the whole affair. Now, obviously, Eddie was the one that made the mistake, and Bucks has been dragged into it. Heretier has been dragged into it. All you would say now is where to from here, only because the key people involved here, the chairman or the president, Eddie Maguire's not there, CEO Gary Pert's not there, Nathan Buckley, the coach, is not there, and Stephen Riley, the media manager, not there anymore.
Right.
So none of the people are at the football club anymore. So it's a bit like where to from here. So obviously Heredia feels slighted in the way it happens. What I will say about footy clubs, there is a tendency to close ranks around someone that's copying external pressure. That's the way football clubs tend to work. So you can understand that, they would be concerned if you threw criticism upon one of your own. You could sort of understand how that unfolded, how this whole situation unfolded.
The problem at the moment, though, is that that Teresi Lumumba, so if you are sincere about progress, that Teresi Lumumba doesn't feel as though he's being heard or listened to. So that would be one of the things that you have to sort out going forward.
And also...
Part of it. It's all part of it.
Absolutely.
It's a bigger part of it.
But I'm just saying, with the key people that are not there at the footy club anymore, so it's just... Now it's more of the individuals involved are not at the club anymore, so you wonder where to from now.
And it is confusing for him to be encouraged to have that opinion on something that was universally accepted as deeply racist and wrong, and then to be told that he threw that person under the bus. There would be that feeling of, well, you said that I could say something and then I said it, the truth, and now that's the wrong thing.
I think Nathan Buckley, in fairness, has openly said that he's got regrets about the situation, how he handled certain things. There's no doubt that he's been open about that. So without taking sides, just we're telling you the facts.
Elon Musk says he would... I'm glad... I know the other radio... If we're on another radio station, we'd do that for 24 hours. We'll just move on. Elon Musk says he'd reverse Trump's lifetime Twitter ban. That'd be good news, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, I think that's what the world needs.
Tom Brady has landed a 10-year... Tom Brady, your boy from over there.
Yeah, lease on a bachelor pad?
He'd retired for 40 days.
Yeah. Spending time with the family, overrated.
Well, he's looking to the future. 10-year deal with Fox Sports.
Yeah.
$540 million. Is that more than he got paid? Is that more than he gets paid for a year of football?
Million.
54 million a year.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. He's gone past Tony Romo, who was on about 20 million a year.
Two quick ones to finish, just because you were interested, Dino. Those 7 West Coast Eagles players that were fined following their nightclub visit. The nightclub visit was described as disrespectful. That's a disrespectful nightclub visit.
At the hippie club.
They breached club protocols by visiting the hippie club right following the loss to Richmond. So where is it? The West Coast Eagles chief executive Trevor Nisbet has come out and said that the 7 players who breached the protocols have been fined $5,000.
It's the maximum you can get fined.
Half of it is suspended, but the big kicker is that those 7 players will be forced to play for the Eagles this week.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Good morning, Melbourne. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Over 100. Let's give away an automobile.
Let's go. Win a brand new Mitsubishi Mirage just by hearing one noise. It's back. Sam Pang's Jokes Aren't Funny.
Now, Dino, I hope you haven't put the moz on this segment, because earlier you said you feel like the Mirage is going to go off.
Absolutely, it is right now.
Brand new Mitsubishi Mirage. Gordon, are you of driving age?
Not at all.
See you, Gordon. Bye.
No, we'll pop it in the garage for you until you're old enough, Gordon.
Yeah.
Oh, how old are you, Gordon?
10.
Have you ever met another Gordon as a child?
3 times, yes.
Wow.
3 times, Gordon. Take us back. Oh, no. Hey,
3 times, Gordon.
What grade are you in, Gordon?
Pardon?
What grade are you in? 5?
Yeah, you're 5.
It's got a good way about him, isn't it? A confident young man.
What do you want to be when you grow up, Gordon?
DJ?
Love that.
DJ Gordon, that'd be cool. You get a big crowd, mate.
Aim higher.
Gordon, have you ever been in trouble with the principal at school?
No.
Okay.
No.
Gordon,
you might loosen up a bit, mate.
I know this is not my usual style, but you can grow up to be anything you want. I'm just letting you know that now, Gordon. You want to be a DJ? Great. And one time, Gordon, I've never said this to anyone, but one time I was fighting for the romantic interest of a young lady, and I lost out to a man who was a DJ/model. So I had no chance, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah, anyway, good chat. Listen, I just went back to some dark places.
Some classic Pang chemistry.
Mate, you're not in the therapist's
I'm
chair.
just saying, Gordon, it was a tough time, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, all right, get on with your joke. I've had enough of you. Let's go.
Tell the joke, mate.
Gordon, if you don't tell the joke right now, I'm going to...
Yeah, why did the chicken cross the road?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the idiot's house. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
The chicken.
So you're an idiot,
So
Swanee.
I'm the idiot.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
Gordon zinged you.
Yeah.
You didn't even
Stay
see it
down,
coming.
Swanee. Stay down.
Stay down. Also, I like that you
I'm just in my bed lying here listening to the radio lapse onto my phone.
Right on, man.
Yeah, right, mate. We don't need to know exactly what's going on.
No, good on you,
By
Gordon.
the way, what time's... You want to get going for school, wouldn't you?
No.
DJ school.
Spoken like a man who doesn't have any children. 7:24 is too early to be getting ready for school.
Gordon, you're
Good
off.
on you, Gordon. Go and have your espresso and a ciggy or something, and enjoy the rest of your day.
You're off to the...
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Thanks, Gordon. You're off to the zoo, the Melbourne Zoo. Don't climb into the lion enclosure. Jack!
How we going?
Good, mate.
Not bad, Jack.
That's the way.
In your own time, Jack.
Yeah. So the other morning I walked out the front of my house and as I walked down the stairs I seen on the front lawn there was a dead guy. And he was laying there and I walked over and he had a mouthful of Cocoa Pops. So I talked to the police there and I'm like, what's going on here? And they turned around and said to me, looks like there's a serial killer on the loose.
Get it, serial killer?
I like
the Cocoa Pops. It's good.
You like that one?
He liked it. Oh!
You've got
Well done.
a $250 what if voucher, mate.
No
Book a-
car yet.
No car.
Geez, Jack, I like that. Pacey.
Book
funny.
Book a hotel, flight, surfboard and snorkel all before you can say brekkie buffet. What if it's Aussie for travel?
I'd be a good auctioneer, wouldn't I?
Yes, you would.
Sold.
Is there anything that you wouldn't be good at?
Sold.
It's so annoying.
Ballet? No, you'd probably crush it.
No, he'd probably crush
Bad
it.
toes.
Marriage.
Bang!
Stay down, Carl.
Stay down. No, it was you. Stay down, Jonathan. It's
unbelievable.
Stay
Why'd you
down.
flip that on Kyle's?
Yeah, that's not
Because he can't possibly be doing anything wrong.
What's happened to me? What's happened to me?
What
Cat,
has happened
let's
to you?
go
We'll
on.
talk about it in the song.
Yeah.
Cat from Maribyrnong. Cat.
Good morning, guys. How are we?
Oh, not as up as you. Let's get you this car, kitty cat.
I hope so for my young fella who's on his L's and needing some wheels.
Sam couldn't care less.
Yeah, you shouldn't have
I
told
know
me
he
that.
couldn't, and but I hear that he's from this. It looks like he's laughing muffled.
I've
target for the morning.
laughed a lot this morning, Kat.
I know. That's what also concerns me, though. Too.
I might be out. I might
Anyway.
have used them all up. What's your joke?
All right, there's two cannibals sitting around the campfire for dinner. One bloke looks at the other bloke and goes, you know what, mate, I just can't stand my boss. The other bloke goes, you should try the potatoes.
It's a good joke.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?
Cat, one of the great bastards. Sorry, mate. You've got a $200 make-out meal voucher. Make-out meals delivers meal kits. Yeah, it's pretty good. With recipes by top restaurants like Entrecote and Mum's Cedar, Easy
love
Peasy
it.
and more.
Yeah, your son's
Love you.
going to have to be happy with a little prawn taco, which, why wouldn't he be? It's not a car, but it's just as good.
And the Uber Eats drivers for the next week are going to be very disappointed and won't know how to pay their bills if he's not ordering.
Right on, Catty.
You can get in the Swift, don't I?
Cat, do you want my Suzuki Swift?
Do you know what? He would love a Suzuki Swift,
Well-
and you make it sound very awesome.
It's not.
Don't.
It's on blocks at the
Yeah,
moment.
but
Just don't put any...
yeah, but also too, you got to remember it's for an L plate kid.
Yep.
Is it manual or auto?
Oh, it's manual, mate. You work through those gears.
To give you an idea of how great the Suzuki Swift is, Dino comes to work on an electric scooter.
On a scooter.
I clipped a Camry the other day in
Yeah,
the Swift.
awesome.
My excess is through the roof. Chris in Collingwood, good morning.
Good morning. Happy hump day.
Yes, Chris. What are you doing today, Chris?
Working, sadly. So it's a extra special hump day.
Chris, what did you think of my sad tale of romance lost earlier?
I kind of tuned out halfway through, but I'm sure it was good.
It's a shame.
You want to tell it again, Sam?
No, I don't want to.
No.
It brings up too much. Mate, it's a lot of hurt there, John.
Just before Chris does tell this, we've greenlit this one.
It's okay.
Jackie, mate, it's your job, Jack.
Brody. Brody, who took this call? Did Brody take this?
Brody?
Yes.
Well,
you'll be able to.
All right.
A licence, kiss a goodbye.
All right, Chris, take it away. Don't change any words. Don't edit anything.
No worries, here we go. So my joke for you is, what are dildo farmers most afraid of?
You say it's funny.
Repeat, Sonny. Repeat it.
Yeah, why ain't you repeating this one?
What are dildo farmers most afraid of?
Squatters.
Boo! From the grave, Gilbert Gottfried has booed you. And
Give him a prize, though. That's right.
No, I can't understand the joke.
Explain it.
Don't explain it.
do you like wine, mate?
Yes, love wine.
Wonderful. Thanks, Chris. 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate. Enjoy authentic Italian cuisine paired with the perfect drop at Zonzo.
Don't drink it all at once, or you'll need to seek out that farm.
Zonzo Estate is in the heart of the Yarra Valley. Good morning.
Nova.
Chrissy Swan, Sam Pang, and Jonathan Brown.
Chrissy's Celebrity Star.
We've laid out the red carpet for the great Peter Helliar, who is on his way.
I can
He's
see
coming
him.
up.
Have a
He's
look.
coming up soon.
Oh, boy. Look at him.
Oh, he's strong.
He makes me
Don't
smile. When I
you
see
worry.
Pete, he makes me smile.
He's COVID strong.
Yes.
He's had it
COVID's
twice.
strong. I thought he was dead.
No, he's had it twice, mate. Last night, we're going to talk about this for sure. Mel Bracewell, one of your favourites, Sam, and all of ours, really, from the cheap seats, was on the project and dropped the F-bomb. It was delightful.
I was struck down with COVID halfway through the festival, which was a nightmare. And then I came out and I was like, I'm going to live it up. And I went to a restaurant. And the first night I went out, I choked on calamari at dinner. And I went, this will be a way to go. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
Take it back to the cheap seats, Bracewell.
Strong.
You know, I listen to that.
Undeniable.
I listen to that, and you know what I feel for? I feel for a professional like Helliar who's sitting next to Bracewell with her potty mouth and she doesn't care about the rules.
Nah.
I didn't think Bracewell had that in her.
She's a rogue. Oh, yes, she's got it in her.
Yeah, no, she's unprofessional.
She's
She doesn't know what she's doing. Yeah.
Hey, we're live now, but if JB swears I can dump it, why can't they do that on telly?
They just can't. It's
Live.
live. It's live.
Live.
Yeah.
Want to see what happens in the studio? Check it out on Facebook. Follow Chrissy, Sam and Brownie.
Good morning, Melbourne. Chrissy, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100, and our mate is here.
Sure is the great man, Peter Helliar.
Thank you to Project Chrissy Swan. How are you?
How much fun are we having on Mondays on the project?
Hey, it's so fun. It's relaxed. You're doing a great job. In all honesty, because reading news is actually a craft.
Thank you.
And you are doing an exceptional job.
Thank you,
Well done,
Pete.
Chrissy Swan.
Steve Price gave me a compliment on Monday. He goes, you are doing very well. I'm very serious when I give you this compliment. You are doing a great job.
He must have been
moved.
He must have been holding in gas or something.
He's in love. He's in love.
in love.
It suits him.
It does, actually. And you've been using the L word. He's not even shy with it anymore.
Yes. It's
What have I missed?
lovely. It's lovely.
Steve Price is in love.
He's dating Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hottest new couple.
Yeah, hottest new couple.
Oh, that's good. Well, no, you've been doing a great job.
Would he be a public affection, man?
I think
Despise
so.
the public
Yeah, I
affection.
think so.
He's a marshmallow. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a softie, but
You know,
deep down.
During your opener, I saw you started with the shoulders were moving, but then you stopped. You're a good dancer. When you dance, you get into it?
When I'm on a dance floor, I look like I've walked through a spider's cobweb. You know when you actually walk through a cobweb, you kind of like, your arms are kind of, what's going on there? What's trying to get off your face? That's what I look like.
A little bit Peter Garrett.
Yeah.
Can I ask you this hard question? Was there anyone else? You would have, you're a powerful man in there at the halls of Channel 10.
Thank you.
Of course.
Was
Mr. Channel 10, we call you.
Well, was who else was in the running to replace Carrie for this little period? Obviously, Chrissie got the job, but were there any
and
other
Georgie
names?
Tunney. Georgie Tunney does Tuesday and
Hey,
Wednesday.
no one watches Tuesday.
Ding
I
dongs?
only watch Monday, Swanee, because of you. No, ding
Ding Dong, obviously, in the conversations.
Yeah.
There was Mike Larkin, obviously. I mean, it didn't have to be another woman.
Corey Worthington.
Corey Worthington.
Corey Worthington.
So they came from far and wide to audition, and after an exhausting look, we thought, let's just get Chrissie in.
Yep.
And
She's the only one who'll do it.
only one who'll do it. Working both ends of the day. I mean, impressive.
No.
She's very good on the tally pumpkin too.
It hasn't affected my energy at all.
I remarked last week how good your energy's been.
Yeah.
Because I would be struggling at that time of the,
Peter, we're not here.
7:30.
We're not here to talk about me.
And you don't swear on the radio, on the TV as well, which is, I was put in a compromising situation last night, which you just replayed.
Shocking.
It's Melanie Bracewell.
I don't know.
Should we listen to it again, or is it too triggering?
I was struck down with COVID halfway through the festival, which was a nightmare. And then I came out and I was like, I'm going to live it up. And I went to a restaurant. And the first night I went out, I choked on calamari at dinner. And I went, this will be the way to go.
I felt like she was thinking about it though. There's a little pause there along the way going, should I? The story needs it. The story needs some colour.
Conspiracy theory.
Really?
Yeah,
Do you think
and
so?
I think she's
it
rolled the
just came
dice
out. I
and
think
just
it
gone bang.
I think it just came out too, but you're going down a rabbit hole there, Brownie.
I think sometimes stories need colour, especially in the 6 o'clock
Agreed.
hour, and I just drop the little one in, just squeeze one out. And Dino doesn't dump me.
These fingers will dump anything and fast.
So what
really?
happens in this situation? Do you get lots of complaints or what?
I don't know. I don't run the reception after the show. I tend to get out of there pretty quickly. No. See,
You should, after you finish, do a little half-hour shift.
Half-hour shift.
I can see you with a headset.
That'll be fun.
Good evening, Channel 10. My name is Peter. How can I direct your call?
What about Rove Live Days? Did any guests drop it?
I'm sure they must have. But we're at 9:30 at night, so it's a different kind of landscape.
You can get away with it.
You can get away with it there, yeah. But yeah.
There's a couple of topical things I'd like to get through.
Okay, topical.
Right.
Yeah.
One is R.I.P. Pete Helliar was trending. People thought you were dead.
Yeah,
What's that all about?
I went to the Melbourne International Comedy Festival and I saw my good friends and icons, Judith Lucy and Denise Scott, having a great time. I was meeting Limo after the show at the pub. I was with another mate and my phone started buzzing in the last 10 minutes and I thought, okay, the show's running a little bit over, but Limo, settle down. Just order yourself a beer and just sit down like an adult, mate. And I got my phone out and there was a message from my manager saying, give me a call straight away. Did you get to the show? Please tell me everything's okay. And from the producer at the Chris Bendel, the EP at the project, saying, Twitter says you're dead. Is this true? never not believed that the project. They go straight to the source.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I was like, what? And I checked Twitter, and there I was trending that I was dead.
For a minute, did you have to just be quiet with yourself and go, am I actually dead?
Am I dead?
Am I dead? Because if Twitter says so.
Yeah, it's the fine line between being dead and being cancelled. So I wasn't sure what was going on, and I was basically being, I walked out and I was walking through Melbourne, and I was actually thinking, why is everybody still out in the streets? Why isn't that flag at half mast, Brownie? Like, why is the festival still going? Why isn't it being cancelled straight away? And then I started checking Twitter. I was basically being trolled for. All I did was not die, and I was being trolled. And based on those trolls, let's just say when I do die, I don't think I'm getting a grandstand named after me at the MCG. Just based on what I was reading.
Bit of feedback.
A bit of feedback.
Did you at any stage though, for that, moments afterwards when you realised that people think I'm dead? Did you at all think of Patrick McDermott? Who got out from a marriage to Olivia Newton-John?
No, I must say I didn't.
He just pretended that he died.
I didn't. I think more of Craig McDermott than I do Patrick McDermott, I have to say.
Peter Helliar, who did pass away?
There was actually a Peter Helliar in California who was a real estate agent and passed away in a car accident.
Right.
So somebody, I think, a little maliciously connected it to, knowingly, to me.
When I
Pretty
saw,
much like Mel Bracewell, knowingly dropping the F-bomb last night on the
when I saw R.I.P. Pete
momentum.
Helliar was trending, I just thought you'd been announced as the new host of Evening. It's 3AW. But good morning to Dennis Walter if you're still alive.
One of the great Dennises.
I don't think he'll ever die.
The last thing too is your podcast. You ain't seen nothing yet. where you talk to someone and that you make them watch a movie they've never watched before, and then you have a chat about it?
Yes.
That's still going? Who's the latest?
It's still
episode?
going.
It's a really good podcast.
We did our first live episode at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival with Judith Lucy. She had never seen The Sound of Music. That was amazing. We had 300 people in the room at the town hall. It was amazing. It was great. The one that just dropped today was Rove McManus. Talk about another classic, another epic, maybe the most epic film of all time, 1939's Gone with the Wind. And that's you did an 86-minute movie in the castle. Rove did a 4-hour movie.
Did you know that Gone with the Wind's about 4 hours?
Shit, I didn't know that.
It's
I haven't seen it.
unbelievable. I haven't seen it. A lot of people haven't seen Gone with the Wind. Have you seen Gone with the Wind?
Well, I have now.
You had to watch it.
I hadn't seen it.
Mate, you can watch all 4 Rocky episodes, the first 4, in 4 hours.
I'm out.
Pete, is there fat they could trim in that 4 hours?
Oh, there's a lot of fat. I mean, there's a lot of issues with that movie as well. There's some problems with that movie that, you know, me and Rove is going to get 2 white guys in a room talking about those kinds of issues. But your record has been broken. The Castle is no longer the shortest movie ever watched for the podcast. Next week, a fantastic actor, Josh Thompson from New Zealand. He's in a new movie called How to Please a Woman. I
want to see that.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Josh is very funny, and he does Toy Story, which I believe comes in at something like 82 or 84 minutes. So your record's been broken.
Toy Story.
Never seen Toy Story, so we do that next week.
I don't want to tell you how to run your business, but just check that. I thought the Castle was 81. Remember, it was a crisp 81 minutes. But we can check. Just check that.
If only you knew people who we could check.
Well, like I said at the time, it felt long. Whatever it was,
the
mate.
podcast or the movie?
The podcast is longer than the movie.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Is Pete's podcast. We love when you come in, man. Pete Helliar.
Thanks,
Great
guys.
to see you,
Love
mate.
you guys.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Nova 100. Months of last year, in one of the pitches, I think, we came up with this idea to do our own Real Housewives of Melbourne-style intros. What are we talking about? These.
If you're offended by what I say, imagine what I'm thinking.
It's one of that bit in the opening credits where all the characters give a little bit of sass.
Yes.
You want some more sass?
Yes, please.
Here's Gina Liano.
I stand by what I say, but not how you interpret it.
Uh-oh!
They seem odd to me, but I love them. They're my favourite thing on television.
This is Jackie's favourite. This is from America, the Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
Here we go.
You don't have to like me. I love myself enough for the both of us.
Yes. Yes. Who's going first? We've written our own.
Get that tattooed on your ass cheek or something, will you?
I will.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, he will.
The whole team
Watch
is playing this game. I want Mount to go first. Just looking
too.
at it.
So what's happened? They've all written their own. You've written your own.
Correct, yeah.
Mount makes all the fancy bits and bobs that you hear on
Yeah.
air. He's a
Good
genius.
microphone, isn't it?
Brother,
Runs
you
away from
need the can so you can hear the music?
Our beautiful friend.
Here we go. You ready, mate?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, hang on. You said, are you ready? But I have the headphones in my ears.
Do it now.
I tried to come up with something new, but I was too busy taking a 20-minute poo.
Good job.
What a shame. I blame myself.
Metamucil may be required for the Mount.
We're doing poems, rhyming poems. I like it.
Hey, Swanee, you want to go?
Oh, do you want me to do mine? Hang on, I'll get mine up. Hang on.
Not ready. Jackie, you up? Here we go. Cans on.
My Saturday nights are iconic, but Monday mornings, oof, they're demonic.
You like the rhyming?
They're rhyming. Mine doesn't rhyme.
But Swanee, mine doesn't rhyme.
Jonathan!
Okay, here we go. Last time I checked, Juggernaut was spelt Jonathan.
Yes, all right.
That's ridiculous.
You idiot. You
My
idiot.
turn.
Here we go.
They say you can't just walk away from your dumpster fire of a life, but I'm sure giving it a crack.
Oh, I'm going to regret this, but Brodie Pummeroy.
Oh, Brodie.
Oh, dear.
Welcome, Brodie.
How you going, Broads, anyway?
Hello, everyone.
Here we go.
Oh, God, I'm nervous.
When you meet people, you say hello. When I meet people, I say hand meet.
I'd forgotten handmade. I'd forgotten
Where's the
handmade.
pre-production here? Dino should have this ready to go for you.
Yeah,
Who were you introducing yourself to when instead of saying hello you said hand meet?
Nathan Broad,
Nathan
first time.
Broad.
Brodie.
First came in.
That's right, hand meat. Hand meat,
Here it is.
Nathan.
Hand meet.
Hand me.
Hand meat.
our social media expert genius, Andrew Zito.
Take
you
it
ready
away,
to go,
Zito.
brother?
Don't judge me for my TikTok addiction. I'm down to half a pack a day.
Hey!
That's cute. All right, Salty Vic.
Yes, Salty Vic.
All right, I'm ready.
You're right. You have a bit of attitude.
Not to rub salt in the wound, but I start as Feb's assistant on Monday. See you, numbnuts.
That hurts. That hurts.
That's a
You've
low
broken
point.
my heart.
I'm sorry.
Well, I was wondering where you were going when you were leaving us.
What are the most gentle, beautiful numbnuts you've ever...
Hey, that better
I want that again. I want
So
it again.
do I.
Okay, start it.
Yeah.
Salty Vic.
Not to rub salt in the wound, but I start as Feb's assistant on Monday. See you, numbnuts.
Yes,
Huge. You can't even look me in the eye.
Vic.
I hope that's not true.
No.
You'll break my heart if
Has
that's
Ash
true.
Gardner got one?
You ready, Ashley?
Sure am. I don't miss a beat when it comes to news, sport and weather until I hit the news.com paywall.
Okay. Pretty good.
And we work for news.
All right, I'm going to go.
Oh, God. I nearly
Here we go.
forgot.
Of course you'll. Here we go. Some people say I owe them money.
Just took a while to sink in. Actually, you do.
I like that is magnificent.
Because you have to have sass, you know.
And then
I
there's
actually
nothing
come
there.
to think of it.
What?
Sally the rowing machine.
Shit.
Cough up.
I will.
And you too.
Yeah, no, I didn't bring my wallet for the rest of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that.
All right, here we go.
All right, give me. All right, so this is just, I need to preface this because I often get asked, about my, what happens after dark.
Yeah,
you know what I
okay.
mean, by women. So this is just the message. All right. When it comes to sex, I play it safe. In fact, I'm wearing a condom right now. Right now.
Right now. Well, stop standing.
right.
You're acting weird around
You
me.
got any more in the tank or what?
Oh, I did write another one. I don't know how it's going to go. Are you ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want a one-way ticket to Pound Town, the line starts in my pants. Is that I don't know.
Nah, it's done work.
I got done work.
Don't worry, I dumped it.
I got
It's all
another
good.
one. I got another
Oh,
one. Ready?
Jesus.
I got bills to pay and children who need clothes. I know there's fish out there, but God only knows. That's just a line from Down Easter Alexa. Look, I may have lost my...
Chrissie, Sam, and Brownie.
The podcast.
Running a little late. It's supposed to be 8 o'clock. It isn't. It's going to be a gorgeous day today. Get out and get some vitamin D. You know how they say the best way to get some vitamin D is? Jonathan, Sam and Dino?
Is it the Jean-Claude Van Damme way?
How's that?
Pretty
Through the
just-
anus.
It's not the best way, through that. It's called bum sunning.
Yes, I have that. That wasn't what I was going to say because I'd forgotten.
Don't call me that ever again.
The second best way then
What is it?
is 3 wrists. You know that sort of translucent piece under your, when you turn your palms up to the sun?
Yeah.
That's very receptive to sun and that'll give you a good dose. And if you don't want to do that, you can get your bum out.
Sam likes bum sunning. We'll be doing it all day long today.
Just Google Jean-Claude Van Damme sunbaking and then there's just him in a sock, if you know what I mean.
Do you want to see what this looks like? Well, get the visuals on Instagram. Follow Chrissie, Sam and Brownie.
Eurovision kicked off this morning, Swanee, with semi-final 1.
Yeah.
Semi-final 2 will be on Friday morning, where Australia's Sheldon Riley will be performing with his ditty "Not the Same."
I'm not the same.
His voice. He is a chance. That's a great song.
It's a great song, but he's no chance.
Maybe a chance?
He's 150 to 1.
Why? How do they know before they've even started?
It's based on betting. Obviously, the markets are framed on the money coming in. And the one thing I can say about my 7 or 8 years covering Eurovision is that there was never an upset.
Really?
When I got there, when I arrived in the host country on the Sunday or the Saturday, whatever the markets were, that's it came from. So it was never anyone outside the top 5, and it was usually the favourite. So, for instance, Ukraine is favourite at the moment on about $1.70.
Of course they would.
By the way, you don't
sentiment.
you don't need to be a betting aficionado. $1.70 means if you put $1 on, you get $1.70. 150 to 1 means if you put $1 on, you get 150 back.
Load up.
So you only make 70 cents for
Exactly.
that dollar.
Ukraine are hot favourites, and then Italy, UK, Sweden. One of the winners will come from Ukraine, Italy, UK, or Sweden. I'm telling you now. All right.
And the other thing is too, Australia with the time zone. They wouldn't be. The European country wouldn't be keen on Australia winning because then it has to be hosted here, doesn't it? Your home country.
You're a sweet kiddo. This happens all the time since Australia's been part of Eurovision. If Australia ever wins, yes, technically they'll be the host country, but they will partner up with the European country and that they will hold it together.
Oh, there you go.
Interesting.
Anyway, I didn't even want to talk about Eurovision. I wanted to talk about America.
How much you know about Eurovision?
It's got nothing to do with a sweet kid. Most of the country wouldn't know that.
Whoa!
That seems.
Don't fight.
No, let's
Wow.
let's go toe to toe over Eurovision.
Jeez, that'd be fun.
I know you think it sounds like I know a lot, 20. I'm out now. That's
Okay,
it. As
all
in,
right.
you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you got a couple of quick
Strangely impressed because generally you don't care about your jobs at all.
I don't care about anything in life.
No, I think that's a good way to move forward.
And that was only a hook. That was only a little excuse to get to the American Song Contest in its first year. I will be doing more Eurovision as the week goes on, but the pressure is on, Swanee. The American Song Contest is entering the final leg and the finals. I only mention this because people have talked about Asia Vision and America Vision, but America, this is the first year they've done
Wonka
it.
Vision, my favourite vision.
One of the greats.
Yeah.
Do you know who's representing Connecticut in American Song Contest?
Oh, who?
The great Michael Bolton.
What?
He's
You're
representing.
kidding.
He's representing Connecticut.
Have you got any grabs?
Is the name of the song is what is it? It's called Beautiful
World.
Beautiful World. So it's an original. Have a listen.
Dancing.
Wait, I'm up.
You cannot, out of all
Hey,
the
that'd work for Eurovision too. That song.
Absolutely. Out of all the things in the world, one cannot resist Michael Bolton.
That style. Yeah, I know.
It's interesting that he went with an original.
Yeah.
Because what a back catalogue song. Do you know?
Please tell me.
What?
I'll tell you, for Christmas once, my mum bought me Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion,
And?
twin CD pack,
Yeah.
and a Michael Bolton cassette.
The perfect compliment.
Perfect.
It's like spaghetti and meatballs.
It's unbelievable,
Oh
isn't
my
it?
God. It's
Can you
like
believe that
it's the
combination?
ultimate chaser.
I didn't know
Guns
where to
N'
start. I didn't know which way to go.
Guns N' Roses chased by Michael Bolton. Bring it all back home.
God. But anyway, we're
Before I play the next Bolton tune, tell me you've included the key change.
I can't. No, mate, there's so many to choose from, so I don't know which one would you have if you didn't have to go with an original. Swanee, where do you start?
Right here.
I don't know if the key change
This
is there.
came on
Jenna.
the radio the other day. Yes, I was listening to Smooth, and I may or may not have recorded myself singing it to the key change, the epic key change.
The key change.
What do you call it? With
Sending it to my
nos.
friend.
The nos. What else you got, Jenna? What's the other favourites?
How am I supposed to live without you? That voice.
I sang that when Greg Burns left the station. Hey, what else?
Is that right?
Can I-
It's
may I
an
offer you-
obscure reference, but long-time listeners will appreciate that.
May I offer you a tidbit? There's a guy that works at the pet barn on the corner of Burwood Road and Auburn Road who looks exactly like Michael Bolton.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, he'd go all right, wouldn't he?
I might, I might hijack him over the pet stock.
It was an excuse just to talk about American Vision, play some Bolton because he's got the original. Also, American Song Contest. Sorry, hosted by Kelly Clarkson.
I was going to say Kelly's got to be in there. You can't resist Kelly Clarkson. You can't.
And she was joined co-host by the great Snoop Dogg.
Whoa!
Did somebody say that you love me? Get delivery
Still can't believe he didn't roll that for the Super Bowl.
I know, mate.
Get mines every day.
They missed.
Chicken wings to
Put that on
crib,
the
I'm
agenda for the next time you see your therapist.
It's clearly
Yeah, they missed.
No.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I'm with you, mate. It's clearly his best song.
Hey,
Clearly.
you know,
Crowd's
50
gone
cent-
wild. House lights go down, and then
Did somebody say when you
Crowd goes wild.
get delivery like a G?
I thought he was going to do it after you could spot him smoking a joint. I thought he's doing it.
Because he's hungry.
Smoking a joint, and then he's just going to come out. Now he's hungry. He's got the munchies.
And
That's how
everyone in the
it'll roll.
audience just puts their paper bags in the air.
Start throwing cheesels at him.
This is the Chrissie, Sam and Brownie podcast.
Now, yesterday, I was tasked with the exercise of putting together a top 5 list of Dennises. Top 5 all-time list of famous Dennises. Jonathan asked me to do that.
I was going to say, who asked you to do that
Jonathan
task?
did.
I did.
Jonathan. And what Jonathan asks for,
Thank you.
I deliver where I possibly
I'm
can.
a bit nervous here. I'm pretty sure that the Dennises I love won't be on this list.
Who are the Dennises you love?
Well, he formerly played Sipowicz in NYPD Blue, Dennis Franz.
He is not on the list.
I knew you were going to go with Dennis Franz.
Well, who's the other one?
Who's the other one? Oh, but there's 10 that won't be on. What?
Surely.
Dennis Lilly.
No. Surely.
Is he on?
Dennis
Surely
the Menace?
Surely the former captain of the Sydney Swans,
Dennis Carroll.
God, maybe we should
Number
make
7.
it the top 10.
Yeah, he's a good player.
I didn't know that we could turn it into the top 10 Dennises of all time. We might just do that on the
Sorry,
fly.
Fire away, Swanee.
off here.
Number 1, of course, news of his demise came out yesterday, and this is why we're honouring great Dennises. It's great Dennis Waterman. He was an English actor and singer. He had many albums, you know.
Really?
Very successful.
I was going to say, that's
No.
Not that one. This one.
This one. Just you keep me near. I'll be so good for you.
good song, that one.
I reckon it's going to be trending on Spotify because it's one of the greats.
Yeah.
Next famous Dennis Rodman.
Yes.
It's a basketballer and ex-boyfriend of Madonna.
Great addition.
And Carmen Electra.
And Carmen Electra.
And alcoholic.
And maybe a drug addict as well.
Mate of Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. Sorry, who?
Go again,
that?
yes. Please
Go
say
again.
that again.
Go again.
Kim Jong-un.
Correct.
Correct.
Hey, what basketball team did he play for, Swanee? You know, you're talking hoops over there. Miss basketball.
Well, it depends on what time of his career.
Very good, Swanee.
Hands
He
on.
did play for a few. Well done.
The Bulls were at the height of his career, though.
Yeah, well, don't forget the Spurs and the Pistons.
Stop it. Stop it.
That
the rest of
was
the morning off.
magnificent.
How, though?
That was magnificent. How will we ever forget that now?
Yes.
Next on the list,
Stop it.
it's Dennis Rader. You may know him as the BTK serial killer.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did he
Very famous in Wichita and Park City.
I remember Raider.
In Kansas.
Get him before
he's a
Dennis
bad man.
Franz? How do you get him before Sipowicz? You out of your mind?
Sipowicz is further down. I should have done a top 10. Anyway, his undoing, silly. He sent taunting letters to police and newspapers. Dennis, you're a bit of a doofus for that.
Not smart.
They found him.
Could've got
They
away with
tracked him down. He was very... Dennis Walter has narrowly beaten out Dennis Rader as one of the great Dennises.
Dennis Walter should be in the top 5. I'm with that.
Well, we tried to call him, but he's probably asleep. Because I wanted to hear how he felt about coming in on top of the BTK.
Sleep in the ground.
Says here, Walter's music career has lasted over 40 years and he has recorded how many albums?
348.
6,000.
16.
Whoa.
16 albums.
How does he do it?
That is prolific. That'd be more than Michael Bolton.
How does he do it? He waits for someone to write a song and then he sings it. What do you mean, does he do it?
And now he's having a nap in the bed in the sky.
No. He's just asleep. He's not dead. No,
we love it.
Dennis Walter is very much
Love
alive.
Dennis.
That's good news.
Love Dennis.
He'll never
Walter.
die. He'll outlast us.
Now, as an equal opportunity employer, I thought the greatest Dennis of all time.
Yes.
I thought would move things around, trick things up a little. It's a woman.
What?
The great Kathy Dennis. Come and get my love for you. Oh, do you remember this one?
No.
Oh. The great Kathy Dennis. She's a British singer and actress, and she was the vocalist for D-Mob. Ringing any bells?
What year, Swanee?
90. 90. I
Hank would have
reckon.
done this in the Sugar
I
Shack.
was going to say I should ride in my wheelhouse.
Yes,
This
on
is
the podium.
you. This is you smelling like Fahrenheit, queuing up at Banana Alley.
Maybe Yoop. Who knows?
Ever wondered what happens in the studio? Check out Chrissie, Sam and Brownie on Instagram. Wil Anderson, great friend of the show, comedian and man of ABC. And Gruen Nation is on tonight and next Wednesday at 8 p.m, in which they're talking about how the major parties are trying to buy your vote. Is Clive Palmer getting his money's worth? And should Australia become a republic? I'll answer that. Peter Costello. Yes and yes. Here's Will.
This show is going to be heaven for me, Wil Anderson. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me, Chris. And by the way, Mount knows more about my show than I do at this point. So he's really actually done a bit of research, gone away, come up with some answers, put them in the opening of this segment. I've got to be honest with you. I feel like when Scott Morrison said it's not a race and everybody else started racing and we suddenly realised we were halfway behind, that's what I'm like after that intro. I'm like, the intro to this segment knows more about my show than I do.
Mount's going to be thrilled when he got a name mentioned then as well.
Yeah,
I
know.
He's going to get a huge lift.
He is. He's one of the
I
greats.
mean, like you got to acknowledge the greats, right? You got to pay homage and respect to the greats, and I think that like everybody needs a Mount in their life. You know, I think in social situations, if I could just enter rooms with that little intro, if I could just take Mount on the road, how much do you think it'd cost me?
I reckon he's available. Will, I reckon he's available, and I reckon you've got enough. I think
Yeah,
you
you
can get
reckon?
him. Yeah, absolutely,
I reckon
mate.
you'd be able to
Like,
get
would
him.
it be under 6 figures a year just to get him to like would be his job?
Yes.
All he'd
Yes.
have to do is go to social occasions with me
Yes.
and do and I want him to walk in like John Cusack, with a headphone, like with a boom box over his head. Right? So he does the little intro in his studio. Then he
If that's
puts it,
the
like, on a
entrance,
cassette
he's
tape.
doing this for free, Will. I can tell you now.
Boom box above
Yeah.
his head. He introduces me to every room. That's all I want. That's his day. Doesn't even have to. When I leave, he's already gone. I don't need an outro, just an intro. That's
He's
all I'm
such
asking.
a great man. I mean, this has turned into a tribute to Mount,
It is.
our audio engineer. But he just did me a favour today. My son had to write an ad for school. They do fun stuff now.
Yeah.
A radio ad. And I used to do them for a living. So there was one piece of homework I didn't mind helping him with yesterday. So he wrote a 30-second radio ad for a blank book. And then my son recorded it. I sent the raw audio to Mount, and he's put bells and whistles on it. So my son's going to have the best assignment ever.
Sweet.
You know what?
Man.
Let's go a step further. Let's get him the team from Gruen to dissect it. That's when you get your A.
That's true. I might give you a buzz after this.
Hey, Will, regarding the election, Pang's got a really good point about the stupid, dumb photos that they insist on doing.
I wanted to ask you this, Will. You know, I know possibly in the olden days when it was just print newspaper and maybe the 6 o'clock news that the having a beer with the punters, the going down to the market to kiss the fish. There was, I think,
Sausage in bread at Bunnings.
Sausage in bread.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the times that you and I were both in the Nova demographic team? Is that what you're talking about? Back when we were young.
Yeah, that's what it
was all
feels like.
newspapers.
I think the Prime Minister was there was a photo op with him playing pool. Why? Can you either you'll have a good answer, you're smart, or just ask your boys when you do the Gruen. But why do they persist with that? Is that
Well, you
still
know what
work?
my favourite. Well, my favourite thing is we've done a bit of research into this, as you can imagine. And so one of the things we're going to be looking at is the difference between the two leaders, because the truth is that ScoMo does things, right? That's the message he's trying to get out there. Like, here I am, I'm washing someone's hair. Here I am, like I'm working on this lathe. I am doing things. Look
What
at me.
does that tell us about him?
That
as a
he can
person
do
or a
things.
leader?
But, well, I don't want my
Chrissy,
Prime
it
Minister
tells
to-
us that he can do things because, like, there are pictures of him doing things. Albo, there's no pictures of him doing things. There's literally 3 things that he's done during this election campaign. He's made coffee, he's drunk coffee, and he picked up dog poo one day. They're the 3 things we've seen him doing. Meanwhile, ScoMo is doing like a 40-piece Village People covers outfit where it's like, I'm doing the cop, I'm doing the cowboy, I'm doing like, it does not matter what job it is, ScoMo can do it. The only job he can't do really convincingly is Prime Minister, but the rest of them, he's nailing.
I don't want my Prime Minister to be able to wash hair. I want them to be smarter than me and have no time for things like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, that option is not available in this restaurant today, sir. We've all run all out of that one, so you're just going to have to settle for one of the things that we're selling if you're hungry.
I feel like that approach is so antiquated and out of date. And I think it's because you know, back when that stuff worked, we had no access to our politicians. We'd see them once a year on a press conference. So seeing them touching babies or walking down our streets like a normal person was quite effective in making them the everyman. But I can tweet I can tweet directly to ScoMo right now if I want and get a response. I can see what he cooked for dinner last weekend. We know these people. We don't need to see that
You
they
can see what he
sausage.
you can see what he undercooked for dinner
Yes,
last week.
yes.
Exactly. No, I like that, Chrissy, because, like, you know, the good news is you can get to ScoMo and, you know, you can send him some of your QAnon theories and he'll be happy to hear them.
Of course
he's
he
got
will.
one of his mates who used to send him that sort of stuff. They're not on the radar anymore. He's happy to hear from you. But you're right. Like, we live in an age now where the message isn't just controlled by the politicians, it's controlled by the public. So we've seen very many times during this election, the political parties are trying to go viral, you know, memes and in that social media world. But the real things around them that are going viral are when some actual TikTok kid crashes like a press conference or goes up to the Prime Minister and says they don't like him and then puts out. They're the things that are actually going viral, and they're the things that you absolutely cannot control.
Yeah, because they're usually treated very poorly.
Yeah, I mean, we have
there's no
absolutely
script.
The only other thing I also will say is, like, we do not like them anymore, right? Like, it would be terrible. It would be a terrible time to be a politician because, like if you are like a smart ass kid with a TikTok channel, of course you're going to go and embarrass the Prime Minister. And it's sad that the leader of a nation can be bested by a 15-year-old child.
That is true. They're coming from a long way back, aren't
Will,
they?
I can't wait to devour Gruen Nation. You got to get to another interview, so we're going to wrap up. But
Damn it! I had questions about Mad Max, Romper Stomper, Chopper, Wolf Creek, and The Dish. Are they your favourite movies? Are they? This is what.
I was thrown by the fact that you had questions, Sam. I didn't know what was going on. You did some research.
You
with
know
this?
what? Well, yeah, I want this on the record. You're one of the few people I actually enjoy talking to on this show.
Oh, thank you, Sam. I appreciate that.
So-
Present company excluded, I hope.
No, they're in as well. No, can I talk about them next time we chat? Can we talk about movies?
Yes, mate. Anytime. You
That'd
know
be
that.
awesome.
Gruen Nation airs tonight at 8 p.m. on ABC, ABC TV, and ABC iView. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Will.
Chrissy, Sam, and Brownie.
And in the bowels of the Nova radio station is a brand new rower called Sally.
It's a rowing machine. It's a very impressive unit. The first one that arrived, you guys lost your patience putting it together and broke it
Not
with your
me,
hands.
Christine.
The second time, they replaced it, and
The wonderful people at Powertrain.
Yes, Sequinda, who came and righted your wrongs, had this exchange with you, Dino.
Have you broken anything yet?
Not yet.
No, nothing's been broken yet.
One more question. Did I really the other one up bad?
No, not very bad, but yes.
Not very bad, but yes,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
So it's the second Sally you've got.
Sally too.
It's going well.
Some people get together, groups to get together and buy a horse, Swanee, or they buy a night something. But we've gone thirds in a rower.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
And
How much was it?
It was $785 plus postage and handling. But I have forgotten about something. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to take this up with John McCool, who's the our mafia man here at Nova.
He's
Pays
listening.
everyone.
He's listening.
I
by
don't
the
care
way.
if he's listening. I hope he is listening because I'll be getting him to dock Dino and Pang's pay because they won't pay me.
I paid.
You paid
So
me.
the
I owe you
unit
money.
was
$785 plus GST plus postage and handling.
So the GST is what, plus $80?
Absolutely. Plus, I think I deserve some administration
No,
fees.
you don't.
No.
What?
No,
So what
I
do
think I do because I organised it and I was the one that ordered it. So I think probably another $80 from my administration.
Jonathan, what is the number that you need from me?
Well, it looks like it's $950 all up.
Yeah, so three.
If I known it was that.
$785 plus $78 GST plus
Clutching my chest.
$85 postage and delivering, $948.
That's right.
Divided by 3, you owe him $316, despite saying that you're not paying for postage and handling, which you must pay for, Sam, because there was no offer from you to go and pick up Sally from
What are you, the
distribution.
What are you, the bookkeeper from the Untouchables?
I'm on Brownie's side.
I'll sort this out in my own way. But
$316.
It will not be that number.
Jonathan, I paid $300 to an account you gave me ending in 04, and then when it went through, the 300 said you've just paid $300 to Kylie Brown.
You're not getting that back.
Well,
You're not getting it either. Carl's has got it. Carl's, go out and have
Oh no! Someone get that defibrillator that's been installed in the kitchen.
Let's go 13 a defibrillator.
So I'm square. I'm square.
Carl's, go out, have a big lunch, get some, enjoy yourself, take the girls
Oh, that's
out.
already gone on Spicy Margs. Don't you worry.
Pang's the only one that hasn't paid. I'm square.
So now we all... Hang on a minute. Now I'm behind.
Yeah, you are.
It doesn't work.
You're out of pocket.
Rightio, pay up, boys, in an envelope.
I just said I paid.
Well, you still owe him $16.
That's true.
Mate, you didn't pay me.
Hey,
See you tomorrow.
Still a great night.
Still a great throw-up.
Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Ripper Show will be back tomorrow. Chrissie, Sam and Brownie. Oh, unless it's a weekend.
Over 100.